I think Dead by Daylight is more fun when it's unbalanced. So let's talk about new players and veterans. A long time ago, we had the rank system from rank 20 to rank 1. This was when the game had no skill-based matchmaking. At rank 1, people said the game was too unbalanced because of Survivor Friends. At rank 20, there's a lot of new players that have no idea what's going on, and they're running around like headless chickens. This is chaos, where no one knows what's going on. And this is order, where everyone knows what they're doing. And in between, we have the middle ground, the so-called sweet spot that people would derank to play in and disconnect constantly just to experience this one zone of play. The intersection between chaos and order was mid-rank. With too much order, people complain the game is boring. There's just gen rushing. There's just tunneling. There's just camping. Too much order stresses people out and makes people not want to play. In low MMR, there's chaos. A room to experiment with those who are short-tempered, quit the game more easily. Too much chaos, and players become frustrated from the game being too hard. And this is where DBD shines the most, in the center of chaos and order, where there's a particular group of people who experience too much order, and there's a particular group of people who experience too much chaos. But right in the middle, everyone's having fun. Fast forward to today, we have the new skill-based matchmaking system, where the game pairs you up on an MMR scale from 0 to 1900. If you get good enough at the game, you eventually push all the way to 1900. And you face other people who are at 1900. Matter of fact, more than 50% of the community is at 1900. And every rank reset, your MMR does not change. You are at 1900 MMR, which means in January, you're facing 1900 MMR survivors or killers. In February, you're facing 1900 MMR killers or survivors. In March, you're facing 1900 MMR killers and survivors. You are experiencing the same level strength players over and over again. And this is very similar to Order, where everyone knows what they're doing. The current system that Behavior is implemented is a system of too much order, to the point where the game is getting too hard for people. It's getting too boring because there's not enough chaos. People are getting bored because they're seeing the same shit over and over again. And this is the main reason why everyone's begging for the old rank-based matchmaking back. In comparison to the old matchmaking system that was rank-based, every season you'd push to rank 1, and then everyone would get reset back a couple ranks, depending on where you scored. Maybe you're at rank 1, you go back to rank 13. You're at rank 13, you go back to rank 17. You're at rank 15, you go to rank 20, and vice versa. People that were constantly used to boring, hard games were reintroduced back into chaos, where people didn't know what they were doing. And this is where I point to the problem. This skill-based matchmaking system presents too much order. It's making games really boring because they see the same shit all the time. It's just tunneling, camping, or gen rushing, which doesn't help because of the fact that Behavior is trying to balance around these three, to the point where the game becomes super optimized to where it turns the game into a competitive game, and in turn, possibly optimizing the fun of the game in the future. I don't think people want balance. I think people want a mixture of both chaos and balance, just like the old rank system created. And this is where we get to the sentiment where maybe DBD is better off unbalanced. And maybe this new skill-based matchmaking system is doing more harm than good. Because at the end of every season, from a rank 20 to rank 1 matchmaking system, after every month, there'd be shakeups that allowed people to orient themselves on a scale between chaos and order. And they got to choose how much chaos they wanted, how much order they wanted within their matches every season. So this might have been an appeal to the game because the previous system didn't force people to play a certain way. For example, an overly optimized system that only pairs you against max MMR players, where the only games you get are tunnels, camps, sweat, and gen rush. I think something needs to be changed. And this is the reason why people want the old rank-based matchmaking back, because there's too much order. People want more chaos, and they want to be able to choose how to play without being forced into matches that feel the same over and over and over again for a span from weeks to months to years. And I feel like this is a very important talk, as this is one of the biggest problems in Dead by Daylight. And there's probably a solution here. It might be very apparent to some of you guys, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I feel like this is a very important talk when it comes to Dead by Daylight. So, thanks for watching.